If you're receiving this video, it's because you are about to join us for one of our Goddess Temple Cacao ceremonies. And you are going to be preparing some ceremonial cacao, a ceremonial dose of cacao. And so this video is going to help you in learning how to make your ceremonial dose of cacao. So let's begin by talking about the Ceremonial Cacao Paste by the Goddess Temple Cacao and the Ceremonial Cacao Powder. Now, why are we using both in our ceremonial cacao? Well, the paste gives us guidance from the earth, while the powder gives us guidance and connects us to the sun, which is the 528 frequency versus the 432 earth frequency. Now, traditionally, the paste has been used ceremonially to connect us to the earth and to support our body. And cacao has been guiding us to include now the powder as we experience an accelerated global awakening. And so over the years, as I've connected with this beautiful higher consciousness cacao, I have been receiving some beautiful guidance in terms of how to share this incredible heart-opening medicine with others. And there are really three ways that continue to be shared with me by the Cacao Consciousness that I share with others. And one of them that I so passionately share is to drink this beautiful drink every single morning as a sacred morning ritual. And in that case, it's about a half a cup. And you're adding about five grams of paste and a teaspoon of cacao powder. So for every half a cup of ceremonial cacao, half a cup is the perfect size for you when you're starting your morning cacao ritual. So for every half a cup of cacao, you're going to put about 5 grams of paste. This is what the paste looks like, and about a teaspoon of powder. You might want to use one of these scales to measure 5 grams of the paste and a teaspoon of the powder for each half a cup of cacao. This is where you want to pour the cacao into a small pot with your own little wooden spoon that's dedicated for the cacao, and pour in your spring water and your cacao and stir frequently. Make sure the temperature's on low, and you want to stir for about 10 or 15 minutes. And the second way is in ceremony. So it's when you're giving yourself, you're setting aside a couple of hours, you're going to be in ceremony, so you're going to do a higher dose. It's called a ceremonial dose, and in this case it's 30 grams of the paste and 1 tablespoon of the powder. To experience an even deeper connection with the cacao consciousness, get one of these liquid thermometers. And what you want to do is measure the heat until it reaches about 80 degrees without surpassing this temperature. And then you want to take a minute to connect to the cacao consciousness before you continue mixing it between 75 to 80 degrees for another 15 to 30 minutes. And the third way is through a significant deep dive with the cacao consciousness, and it's called the Goddess Temple Cacao Consciousness 16-day deep dive. And again, shared with us by the Cacao Consciousness itself, a deeper communication and journey with the cacao for those who are already on an accelerated spiritual journey, for those who are already in a higher state of consciousness. The cacao heated at a very specific temperature. Those who drink that cacao with that intention through that deep dive can really achieve a higher state of consciousness within the cacao. And it's an incredibly deep journey. It's 16 days. And if there's more that you'd like to learn about that, if that resonates, and again, it's not for everyone, then just reach out to me and I'd be more than happy to share when the next one is taking place. So until then, and I look forward to seeing you at our next online ceremony with your ceremonial dose of cacao. And until then, I love you. Namaste. Sat Nam. Bye-bye.